This is the beginning of a long trip. We've got 4 concerts to play. Just wanting to make sure that our military knows that we don't forget what you're doing.
We train about 69,000 soldiers a year, basic trainees. Mothers and fathers across America are trusting us to take care of their daughters and their sons, and we do just that. They train hard every day. Discipline training, tough training, it should be, tough realistic training. So given opportunities like this for to have some downtime, get a funnel cake and a hot dog and listen to some great music, couldn't go any better. Despite the lack of sunshine, it's going to be a great concert, I can see that, and we really do appreciate you to give some time to our families.
I've met a lot of incredible people serving our country. I want to help, I want to be a part of supporting them. I know where my freedom comes from, and I don't take it for granted. So we're producing this show today. With the generosity of the American people who support my foundation, we can make sure everybody has a good time and knows they're appreciated.
I like soul with the capital S. Show with the capital S.
Come here, Benny. How are you? You came out to see me. How are you, sir?
Rain or no rain.
Well, thank you so much for coming. I'm so pleased
what
that
you
you were
do.
able to.
Donated from a drill sergeant here in Fort Benning on behalf of the soldiers and families here at NWR that you support. But I mean, you can still smell the sweat.
Got a little special treat. Tristan, come on out here, bud. I'm gonna embarrass him a little bit. So when Tristan first started with our band, it was years ago, I mean, over a decade ago, I think. And he had dreadlocks that came down to here. And we started doing all these military shows, and next thing I know, Tristan calls me and he says, I just signed up. And so, right before he went in to his first boot camp, we had a ceremony and we each took a scissors and we cut those dreadlocks off.
Fort Benning is where I went to boot camp. They brought us here to this field and I got to watch a cover band play, and it was like the only fun day of boot camp ever. Did some grueling training, and like for me that few hours was relief.
Don't stop.
I've been with American since 2014. I've always wanted to do something for the military, and I never served, but I think this was more like serving the troops in my own way.
So this charter is for Gary Sinise and the Lieutenant Dan band. This is an American Airlines Envoy sponsored charter. This is all volunteer work for them.
I actually look forward to doing another one already.
And this has been going on probably for 7 or 8 years now for Gary. It's very personal to me. My dad was a World War II veteran, Pearl Harbor. My brother was Vietnam. So when you go out on the road with the band and anything Gary does with his foundation, it's just amazing what we can do as a team and a community.
Right here, 1, 2.
Thanks for what you do, sir. Appreciate it.
Well, we do it for you. That's why I play. Over here, bud.
Spencer right here, Spencer.
You're awesome. Thank you so much for doing this. We really appreciate it.
It's my absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
Rod, are you aware of the tradition? We have a tradition every single morning that Reveille goes off, and then we're singing the Dog-Faced Soldier song. And
Well, go ahead and sing.
I wouldn't give a bean to be a fancy pants Marine. I'd rather be a dog-faced soldier like I am. I wouldn't trade my old OGs for all the Navy's dungarees. For I'm the walking pride of Uncle Sam.
We're proud dog-faced soldiers here at the 3rd Infantry Division in Fort Stewart. We like to think of ourselves as the premier power projection platform for the Army on the East Coast. We get our troops out as quickly as possible in a time of need.
Yeah! You did it!
The first question I have to ask you is, what brings you to Fort Stewart again?
Well, the troops.
This here, that ice cold, Michelle fight that white coat. This one for them good girls, straight masterpiece.
We have about 19,000 soldiers that are stationed here.
In the city, I got chucks on.
And when you take into account our family members, DA civilians, and our retirees that we serve, we're at about a little over 100,000 people. To be able to have somebody come in and perform like this for our soldiers and our families, it really brings together a sense of community for us. Taking some well-earned downtime and listening to some great music.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Come here, sir.
It's funny how many people have seen the movie Forrest Gump and know Lieutenant Dan.
But Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
That movie's 25 years old now, so there are people serving in our military. We weren't even born when that movie came out. Yet so many of them have seen it.
What's your name?
My name's John Garrett.
John?
Yes.
Let's hear it for John. Come on, look what he did for us.
Something happened here in Chippewa Square 25 years ago. This is right where the Forrest Gump bench was. This is where Tom Hanks was sitting.
You want a chocolate?
And this is kind of where it all started, because if I hadn't have done Forrest Gump... Oh, hello, people! Hello, everyone! Just a little sidetrack there. If I hadn't have done Forrest Gump, I wouldn't have been contacted by the DAV and invited to come to their national convention.
The DAV as an organization provides service to disabled veterans.
The portrayal of the character of Lieutenant Dan was extremely spot on with what most of us experienced when we served in Vietnam and when we came home injured afterwards.
Just about 3 or 4 weeks after the movie came out, I got a call from the DAV and they asked me to come and receive an award.
When he came out, he looked pretty stunned, I think, pretty surprised.
In fact, I named the prologue of my book. It's called Stunned, and it starts with that very first trip to Chicago to attend the DAV convention in 1994.
25 years later, he's still come to our conventions.
I don't think he's ever turned us down. I give him a lot of credit for that.
They love him. They love Lieutenant Dan Band, and they just love everything he's done. He's here for us.
I love coming here to support the DAV. You meet veterans from all over the country. We get to entertain them. Have a rocking time tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just something I look forward to doing, and I hope they keep asking me to come back.
Sweet home Alabama. Lord, I'm coming home to you.
I auditioned in 2005. Soon after I started, we went to Afghanistan, so that was I got a very quick jump start with the band, and it's been fun traveling with everybody. Because I know I've been in a lot of other touring bands, and travel is not always the best look for everybody.
That's great. Thank you. Thanks for getting that.
We're a family. It's built from something of love, and Gary started this whole thing. I mean, it shines through everything that we all do.
It is really easy to think, what we do is like, whatever. We get up and we play some pop tunes, and it's easy to take it for granted as a musician. But to a lot of these people, it means the world. Sometimes just the fact that we show up means everything.
It's a job and it's hard, but I'm lucky to have that kind of job where it feels good to do it.
The Lieutenant Dan Band.